Ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to talk to you about how you can own your very own travel agency without joining a multi-level marketing company. I am LaVonda Thornton-Bush, also known as the Travel Queen, and I am excited to be your presenter for tonight. So if you have been considering the travel agency business, you are definitely in the right place tuning into this webinar. In fact, if you just want to focus on booking travel, guess what, guys? You don't have to do that with the MLM. You actually can focus on booking travel without recruiting in an MLM. And I want you to know you're still in the right place. So, guys, this webinar is going to teach you a few things. First and foremost, how to own your own home-based travel agency. Secondly, we're going to teach you the perks and benefits of being in the travel industry as an agency owner. And lastly, you're going to learn how to get started, and you'll have access to some quick start training so that you can start booking travel tonight, okay? So I definitely want to make sure that you stick around to the very end, because I have a very, very, very special giveaway to some of you, or for those of you who decide to stick around until the end, okay? And so here we go, guys. Again, this is going to be a fun an interactive webinar. So let me know in the chat right now before I even proceed if you are already excited. You can post in the chat, excited, I'm here, I'm ready. I'm going to wait and see how many of you are going to interact with me tonight. So go ahead in the chat, let me know. All right, thank you. I see you. You be excited. Excited face on. Okay, excited. Thank you, guys. This is exciting. Excited about travel. Yeah, travel is sexy and fun, right? So thank y'all for putting that inside the chat. That just let me know I'm not talking to myself tonight. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. So now let me first tell you guys a little bit about myself so you know who's speaking to you. I am LaVonda Thornton-Bush, also known as the Travel Queen, and I am a wife and a mother of 5. Well, actually, my husband and I have a blended family. And so I have a 4-year-old daughter, a 5-year-old son, an 8-year-old son, a 10-year-old daughter, and an 18-year-old son. Y'all, this is a sad week for me because we just celebrated my oldest son's graduation, and we're moving him into his dorm this Saturday. So keep me in your prayer. But I am very much close to my family. I will actually do any and everything in the world for my children and my husband. So let's talk about why the travel industry was right for me. First and foremost, guys, I was not looking to become a travel agent. Actually, I'd never even used a travel agent before I became one. I am a certified event planner. I became a certified event planner about 4 years ago to help my mother with her event planning and wedding business. And so that has been very fun. And what happened is we had some bridesmaids who wanted to go to the the U.S. Virgin Islands. And so I had a hard time finding a travel agent. And I actually ran across an ad in 2014 that says, you know, hey, why don't you start your own travel business and get paid? And I was like, wait a minute. That sounds amazing, right? And so I became a travel agent, and it made so much sense for me also because I was already an oil and gas business development manager where I was traveling 85% of the time. So I spent most of my time in airplanes and hotel rooms and pipe yards. I thought it would be fun to share that picture of me. I actually asked to borrow the guy's equipment so it looked like I was doing something out there. But that was my job, guys. And so the travel business made sense for me because I thought, why not book my own business travel and get paid for it? And in my event planning business, why not help my clients book their travel and get paid for it, right? And so some of my success since 2014, I've actually earned several certifications, and we're going to talk about how you can get your own travel certifications. And I've been able to help some people take some pretty life-changing trips I have met and have a really close relationship with the founder, co-founder, and president of our travel company. I am a master trainer, so outside of sharing this amazing business with you guys and others, I actually train agents on how to be successful in their travel businesses. And of course, I love traveling. So I actually just spent about 5 days in Mexico not too long ago. We just got back on Thursday. So I've had a great opportunity traveling as an insider. And so with that, I'm going to share those experiences for you. And I want to know if you are following me on Facebook, guys. You can go to facebook.com/travelqueenfun. What I love to do on my Facebook page is actually share different fun tips and things like that, and people love sharing information that I give on my Facebook page. So you can hang around with us online and learn more about the business, share our travel photos, and have a great time. So again, that's facebook.com/travelqueenfun. Now this is the deal, y'all. Facebook maxed you out on friends at 5,000. So when you go to my page, you'll have to click the follow button. All of my posts are public, so don't worry about missing out on anything because you can see everything on my page thanks to this business. And again, I want to make sure that you thank the person who invited you to this webinar and let them know that you're tuning in, guys. It's very special for you to take time out of your evening to take them up on this very special invitation. So now, I don't want y'all to miss this, okay? So what I want to know is I can have your undivided attention just for the next hour. Actually, it should be less than an hour. I want you to silence everything and everyone. I actually took care of that. My cell phones are on silent right now. I turned my iPad off. The children are gone. So if you have kids, say, hey, be quiet. Mommy or daddy is watching something that's going to change our life, you know. Silence the husband, too. I thought that was pretty cool with the duct tape over the husband's mouth. And silence the pets. You do not want to miss anything. I'm going to move very quickly because I don't want to take up too much of your time. So please, 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 let's make sure that we're getting the information. So now this presentation is all about you. That's why I didn't spend a whole lot of time talking about me and what I have done. So by the end of this presentation, guys, you will be able to answer the question if the travel industry is right for you. In fact, as soon as you make that decision, you will go to maketravelyourbusiness.com and get started tonight, okay? What I want you to understand, guys, is that you could just write that down for now, and I'll tell you how to maneuver on that website after the webinar, but that is definitely the webinar that you will tune into. So I want to know if you can say yes to any of these questions. Do you love to travel? Do you love to travel? Say yes in the chat if you love to travel. Would you like to travel more? I haven't met a person who loves traveling yet to say, no, I don't want to travel more. There's always more travel you can do, right? So if that's your answer, say yes in the chat right now. Guys, would you like to turn your travel into income? I mean, if you love traveling and you want to travel more, is your answer yes to that question, right? Would you like to turn your travel into income? Well, guess what? You're in the right place. I see all these yeses coming through. Thank you, guys. So definitely stay tuned because this is the information where you will actually get to turn your passion of travel into your paycheck. Okay, so here goes. The first topic, guys, how to own your own travel agency. Well, first and foremost, there's a traditional way of doing that. You will go through a very lengthy application process to see if you even qualify to own your own travel agency. There's some certification classes that you will have to take. And I've checked into these things too. If you go to your local junior college or community college, or even there's some vocational schools that will offer the travel agent business, guys. They're going to charge you about $2,000. They're going to tell you need to sit in a classroom 6 months to a year to learn how to become a travel agent. There's some costly fees. You're going to need insurance. You'll need bonds. You'll need to set up a website. You'll need a marketing budget. I mean, there's so many costs that goes into starting a traditional travel agency from scratch. And there's an expensive overhead. Guys, people are actually getting out of the brick and mortar, to be honest with you. But just think, if you were to rent commercial property, you have to pay an additional light bill, you need phone service, you need internet service, you need air conditioning, right? You need employees. So there's a very costly, expensive overhead to run a traditional travel agency. And you'll have to build your own rapport and reputation from scratch. So just imagine you would come into an industry where you're competing with other agencies that's been around for several years, and you have no credibility yet, right? So you have to start from scratch with that. The average person cannot afford the thousands of dollars that it costs to get started, guys. So here are the benefits of a host travel agency. First and foremost, it's a simple sign-up. Guys, tonight you'll be able to start your agency in less than 5 minutes. So that's very, very powerful. And there's a low cost to get started and low monthly fees. So say goodbye to that crazy expensive overhead, right? You get to step into the reputation of the host travel agency. You're going to hear all about our travel agency, guys, and you get to step into a name that has already been established globally. So that's very powerful. You'll get to have access to training, certifications, and all the resources that are going to be provided to you. Guys, guess what? Without stepping into a classroom. I don't know about y'all, but I don't have time to go sit in someone's classroom, right? So you're going to have all of these things available to you for the host agency. And now I just want you to take a look at this video of information. It's very brief, but there's some powerful things said in this video. Take a look.
Teletravel is a revolutionary idea that allows you to book travel for your friends, your family, customers from another business, folks in your club, anybody in your world, your sphere of influence. Allows you to book travel for them and earn money. It also allows you to earn money back on your own travel. Bottom line, how it works is very simple. Talk to your friends and family. You book the travel for them using either a telephone or a website or the partner's website, like Marriott's website. We don't limit you at all. They take the trip. Intele receives the commission, and we turn around and send you a check. Intele allows people who are frequent travelers or even armchair travelers, in other words, people who have a passion for travel, to help their friends and family travel, to help them have adventures, to help them fulfill their travel dreams, and earn money while they're doing it. And most people are doing this already anyway. They're sharing restaurant recommendations, hotel reviews. They're telling people about their own journeys, their own adventures. And people are coming to them for that sort of advice. I mean, if you're that kind of person, you're the perfect InteleTraveler.
Now, how about that? You just heard from James Farrar, the co-founder and president of InteleTravel. We're already doing it, right? And it's so true. But guess what, guys? There are several reasons why you should choose InteleTravel as your host agency. First and foremost, you heard him say they were the originators of the home-based travel agency. So if you've ever heard of a concept where you can be a travel agent from home, just understand that they got that idea from InteleTravel. Guys, after over 25 years of excellence, InteleTravel still has an A+ rating on the Better Business Bureau. I love when people tell me that they have to do research, right? Because would you not agree that it's pretty powerful to have an A+ rating on a Better Business Bureau? Guys, they're also a premier member of CLIA, and they have the President's Circle membership of Travel Leaders Network. Now, why is this important and powerful? Because only 5 agencies in the entire world have those recognitions, guys. Now, this is powerful to me because when you think about partnering with a host agency, wouldn't you want to have all the access, right? And we're at the top of the cruise line industry as well as the hotel and resort industry, which is very, very powerful. Now, with Intele Travel, you're going to learn about the unlimited training and support that you as an agent will receive, guys. You'll have your very own customer management system, and it's included with just you being a part of Intele Travel. I was a part of a previous travel agency that those types of things we had to pay extra money for. We had to pay for our training. We had to pay for a lead system or a customer management system. And so I thought it was pretty incredible that Intele Travel says absolutely not. We're going to include that with your membership, if you will. Also, you'll have a commission management system. And what I love about our commission management system, guys, is you're going to book a ton of travel, right? But isn't it awesome to know how much your clients are paying, how much you're logging? You get to see your commissions, how much you're earning, and when they actually pay out. So I love that. And I'm just telling you from my experience, from my previous agency that I was with, we did not have that. In fact, I had to spend a lot of time trying to verify and make sure that I was even getting paid all of my commissions. So I truly appreciate that with Intele Travel. But this is a question that people are always asking. Are agents needed, right? That would have been my question, too, to be honest with you, because like I said, I never used a travel agent before I became one. But here is the reality, guys. Yes, agents are still needed. Why? Well, first and foremost, consumers cannot book everything online. They just can't do it. And I didn't even realize that until I became a travel agent, guys. And when people can't book their own travel, guess who they trust? They're going to trust the travel agent to take care of that. So now when you become that travel agency owner, people literally start looking for you. I see posts on Facebook all the time. Anyone know a travel agent? Hey, any of my friends a travel agent? I need help, right? So the travel industry is still booming. In fact, it's recession-proof. Guys, I want you to know that the travel industry alone generates $9 trillion a year, over $9 trillion globally. That's very, very powerful. I also want you to know that it's more mobile. So guess what? More people are searching online. Travel is the #1 research word online, especially between the hours of 9 to 5. Now, when I was working a job, I am very guilty of that. I would check my vacation time, and then I would go to Google and try to figure out where I was going with my next vacation. All right, now thousands of hotels, resorts, and cruise ships are released yearly. I can't even keep up with them, guys. When you become a travel agent, you're going to get emails every single day about brand new resorts that have been renovated, that have been opened for the very first time. In fact, you will be contacted so you can be the one to preview them first. So you'll love that about this industry. But remember I said consumers cannot book everything online? Well, this is powerful because you may have even already experienced this. I know I have, guys. When you go online, they only allow you to book so many rooms or cabins as a consumer. They'll also limit you on how many travelers. Have you ever tried to book a flight for like 10 people? The website won't let you. They'll say, you can only book 6 people or 5 people. Like they cut you off at a very, very low number as a consumer, right? And then you're limited on the advanced booking dates. Some people can't book further than 6 months out. You know, as travel agents, with some of our vendors, we can book as far out as 18 months. 2 years, right? Which is very, very powerful for those agents or for those customers that need payment plans to afford these trips. Not all vendors list their properties online, right? Some of these luxury properties, like the picture you see here of the over-the-water bungalow, they refuse to put their properties on a Priceline.com or Expedia, right? They don't want the average person having access to their amazing property, so they will only give that access to a travel agent. And not all vendors allow consumers to book. In fact, Charisma Hotels, I just learned this when I went to their free breakfast they had for us a couple months ago. They said, listen, even when a consumer contacts us directly, we redirect them to a travel agent. So some vendors won't even do business with consumers. They will only do business with travel agents, okay? So I want you to keep that in mind. Now, when you decide to partner with us and own your own Intele travel agency, guys, you are going to have access to selling the world. That means you'll have access to all the airlines, the hotels and resorts, the cruises, the rental car companies. You know, I kind of forgot that having a rental car does go hand in hand with travel, but do you know that people don't just rent cars for travel? Sometimes their cars are in a shop. You know, sometimes they're flooded out. I'm here in Houston, Texas, and we get floods all the time, right? So get this, y'all. You'll even have access to passports and visas, excursions, and events. The events and game tickets is awesome, right? You have the NBA games, the NFL games, the Major League Baseball games, soccer. I mean, even when you think about the Olympics and concerts, Beyonce and all these other amazing bands that are playing all over the world, and there's just a lot that you'll have access to. Now, you as an agent, guys, you're more exclusive. So when I say you have all access, that means this is not a timeshare. And you should be grateful that this is not a vacation club, because those types of companies, guys, or opportunities and memberships, they limit you. They actually give you a list of destinations for you to choose from, and then they'll even require a pre-approval. So now that you're an agent, pre-approval is not necessary. If you want to go somewhere tonight, you can. You don't have to wait 30 days or 60 days for someone to verify if it's okay for you to travel. Literally, my husband and I were on a road trip coming from San Antonio, I believe, or Austin, and it was just a long weekend. We pulled over and was able to walk into a hotel without a reservation and get a hotel room. So that was pretty awesome. Now, if it was a vacation club or a timeshare, that would not have been possible. And also, guys, you're not limited on who can travel with you or who you can book travel for. So that is very, very powerful to understand the difference between owning your own agency and being a part of a timeshare or a vacation club. Now, here's the deal. If you have ever booked your own travel, you're 90% trained as an agent. People are always asking, wait a minute, how am I going to learn how to book travel? And my question is, have you ever booked your own hotel, your own cruise, your own rental car, your own flight? Guess what? You're already trained 90%. Guys, the other 10% is us just training you as an agent. Guys, you will have access to websites exclusively for travel agents, okay? You will actually learn immediately in 18 short videos. So tonight, if you decide to get your agency started, guess what? Tonight, you will be able to start booking travel for yourself or others. That's just how simple it is to train. Now, this is the deal, guys. Our booking engines for travel agents looks just like any other booking engine that you're already using. It's going to ask you when and where, how many people. They're going to give you options to choose from. The difference is you'll see your commission. You'll see different upgrades you can give your clients. It's just a exclusive insider view of that. Then you'll also have ongoing online webinars, phone calls, and even live events. There's some place to go all the time to learn about your business. And this is the powerful thing. We have so many people that are actually in this business, guys, as a travel agent part-time. How many of you would like to do this part-time? Go ahead and put that in the chat. Say, hey, I want to have my own business part-time. A lot of people are in school. They love their jobs. They're full-time parents. Guys, you get to learn at your own pace. Very, very powerful. You get to choose what you want to learn, too. So immediately, you are going to have access to selling the entire world. period. So some people say, oh my gosh, that could be overwhelming. Well, it could be, but guess what? You get to choose what you want to learn. So if you want to learn about Dubai, choose Dubai. You get to choose some specializations like how to sell river cruises, how to be a family vacation specialist, Ibero Star Hotels and Resorts. So you get a chance to choose the hotels and resorts you want to learn about, cruise lines, all of that, guys. Now, it's easy to read options and instructions. So I just want to tell y'all, these certifications are so simple. They do not want you to fail. In fact, it is in their favor that you pass these exams, because if you truly understand how to sell their property or their destination, you are helping them make more money. So this is not like being in a college course where the professors make it real tricky to pass the exam. So here is something that I took from Travel Impressions University. They're going to welcome you. So there's actually only 3 chapters to this course, but they'll have some brochures. So then you'll be able to flip through some virtual brochures. If you have a client that says, I'm looking to go to the Caribbean, you have immediate access to learning what you need to learn on the spot, right? Because let's keep it real, guys. Sometimes as agents, you're going to sell some destinations or some properties that you haven't yet got a chance to travel to. That doesn't mean you can't make money from it. What I also love is that there's some videos here, and you're going to see videos no matter what you're learning, guys. So Travel Impressions has a video talking about their brand, so you can understand who you partnered with. Now, here's what it looks like. So I have not yet completed my Travel Impression certification, and that's why I wanted to use this as an example so you can see what it looks like as soon as you come into this. So there's Chapter 1. You see to the right it says, not yet attempted, so go ahead and get started. And it actually gives you a very brief description of what you can expect to learn about Chapter 1. Obviously, we're going to learn about the product. It says here, I'm telling you to take your time, one chapter at a time. Guys, if you stop, guess what happens? As soon as you log back in, you will be able to pick up where you left off. Again, this is set up for busy people, for part-timers. So you may not be able to finish a complete course at once. So if you say, I only have an hour a day to work my business, this is perfect. So then you'll hit start, and you're going to go through, and they're going to talk to you about all their amazing deals, and here it's telling you about the resorts, the tours, how many destinations, and I'm just telling you all about the Travel Impressions. To the left, they have a progress bar, so you get a chance to see how much you've completed and how much you have left to go. Then they're going to give you some pop quizzes. Now, remember this, y'all. The pop quizzes are actually helping you pass the final exam. I haven't taken a certification yet that gives a different question than the pop quiz. So make sure you remember what your answers are for your pop quiz. Now, intentionally, guys, I'm showing this, right? So we just saw the answers on the previous page. So now you select your answers, you hit submit. Uh-oh, you got the wrong answers, but no worries, here are the correct ones. Isn't that awesome? So that means for sure now you have the answers that you'll be using on your final exam anyway. There's no limit on your learning. It's all free. Y'all, you can learn what you want to sell. So I literally, we're going to Australia, so I learned about Australia so that I can get certified and get some extra perks and benefits and discounts and exclusive access. And you're going to see that once you complete these certifications, guys, that you will have access to perks, benefits, and discounts. And so I completed my American Airlines vacation certification 2 years ago in 2015. Why? Because I had thousands of miles with American Airlines, and it made sense to learn more as an agent. There's my Australia certification. I love Jamaica, man, okay? So I became a Jamaica travel specialist. There's a lot of perks and benefits that you'll get with each of these different certifications, and they tell you all of that once you complete it. Guys, you're going to have access to get certified in these things tonight if you decide to get started. St. Lucia, I actually had a lady on my team Miss June Lean, I call her our Caribbean queen. She lives in St. Lucia, and she was telling me all these amazing things about the destination, and I thought, why not get certified, right? Hilton Hotel, I love Hilton. I know some of you have heard of Hilton, right? You can get certified in just about anything, guys. We just left Club Med property a few days ago. So there's hundreds of destinations and hotels and resorts and cruise lines, certifications that you get to choose from. Guys, as an agent, you get to be creative. Now, you have access to set up group cruises. Think about destination weddings. So when your friends announce their engagement online, you offer them the opportunity to book their destination wedding, guys, anniversaries and honeymoons. Think about the sports teams. Right now, it's track season. It's summer baseball season. It's football season, basketball. I mean, think about all of the travel that's happening through these select teams. If you're a team mom, come on, guys. Start your own business so you can get paid to book all those hotels and the large passenger vans and flights and all that. Sorority and fraternity trips, yep, that could be you. You know, they're doing these things anyway. That's what I love about this business is we don't have to convince anybody. We don't have to beg anyone to do any of these things, guys. They're doing it already. Here is another example. Church retreats, mission trips. You know, we have some folks on our team that are specializing in these types of trips. We actually have a vendor. They are a faith-based travel vendor. So they help you and assist you with these types of trips. It's phenomenal. So everyone is earning a commission, y'all. Why not you? Think about it. Commissions are paid by the vendors, not consumers. Now, before I was an agent, I thought that travel agents just wanted to charge me all this extra money. I could do it myself, right? The reality is consumers don't even pay the commission. The vendors do. That's why if you're a consumer, if you've ever looked for a hotel, a flight, or any of that, and you see that the prices are very, very close, well, that's why, because the vendors are paying commission. Now, the powerful thing about Intele Travel is that they negotiate more commission. So you're looking at anywhere from 2 to 30% commission being paid out to you just from Intele Travel being able to negotiate those rates as our agency. Is powerful. So when people book on a website, that website is earning the commission, right? If someone books through the travel agent, the vendor is paying the travel agent that website. Now, what if someone decides to book directly with Marriott? Or if they decide to book directly with a Rio Resort or directly with American Airlines? Well, guess what? The vendors is going to keep the commission and pay their own employees. You ever called a sales reservationist, right? They're the ones that's booking the travel. Guess what? The company is paying them the commission. So now this is what the commission cycle looks like, guys. Your client is going to book their travel through you, okay? Your client then is going to go on their trip. It could be tomorrow. It could be next month, next year. They're going to complete their trip. As soon as they complete their trip, guys, the vendor pays Intele Travel, okay? Now, that process can take 30 days, 45 days, 60 days. It depends on the vendor. And some vendors say, well, we only pay travel agents once a month. And let's say that month is on the 15th, and your client just finished their trip on the 16th. So they'll process their payment the 15th of the following month. I just like people to understand that. Now, as soon as Intele Travel gets that commission, they're going to log it into your back office, guys. We're paid 70 to 80% of all the commissions paid out. That is very, very powerful because, remember, we don't have to get our own certifications. We don't have to get our own insurance. We don't have to set up our own websites. All of that is done for us by Intele Travel. You're going to see it log in, and then you get paid. We actually just got paid our travel commissions, I think Thursday or Friday of this week. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. That's sad, right? I should know when I got paid. But the amazing thing is I got the email and I got paid. We were in Mexico, so I think it was Wednesday or Thursday. So here's some commission examples. Let's say a business traveler decided they were going to book on your booking engine. Guys, 3 times a month. You tell your friends that are traveling for business, hey, stop booking on Priceline. You don't know them. You know me. Book on my website. Guys, if they stay 3 nights each stay, let's just say this business traveler, he looks like he's having fun working in a hotel too. But now you're paid $151.20 in commission. That is very powerful because he booked his own travel without you. Here's another example, guys. Let's say you put together this amazing golf trip, a group of 4, 5 days in Scottsdale, Arizona. Could you imagine getting a commission of $274.86? That's powerful, right? Well, what about if you planned a honeymoon? That same friend that says, I'm getting engaged, they get married, you plan the honeymoon. Guys, 7 days, all-inclusive with butler service in Cancun. Don't they look like they're having an amazing time right there? You're paid $561.79 in commission. That's a powerful commission considering you didn't have to convince them to go on the honeymoon. That was automatic, right? Well, get this, guys. There's actually a gentleman on my team that booked a cruise just like this, guys. A family reunion, 5 days. Let's say they asked you to go to the Western Caribbean. They need you to book them 20 cabins. $2,240.17. Now, y'all, that's over $3,300 in commission examples, just on 4 examples. Put in the chat right now if you would cash any of those checks, right? I definitely would. People are already booking travel, guys. You will get your own personalized booking engine, okay? Now, this is powerful. You're going to have your picture on the booking engine. You get a chance to name it whatever you want. You see, I named mine Travel Queen. Discover the entire world at your fingertips, guys. Your contact information will be on there. So if you're one of those people that says, I really don't have time to book all this travel, let people book it themselves. 85% of consumers are booking their own travel anyway. Now, what I love is that Intele Travel is going to load up your website with deals of the week. You ever heard someone say, I want to go somewhere, I just don't know where I want to go? Send them to your website, guys. They can look over some amazing deals that's updated constantly. But look at it. Guys, your booking engine is going to look very familiar to your friends and family. It's going to look like any other booking engine that they've used. And if you want to make it personal, you can book it for your clients yourself. Remember, I told you that you're going to have access to some websites that are exclusively for agents. But get this, guys, as an agent, you're not limited to just online. You can pick up the phone and call these vendors. You can get their email off the internet and email these vendors. So you're going to have a ton of help and support to get this booked. Now, here's some success stories I would love to share. This gentleman is Mr. Rick. He's on our team. And Mr. Rick, he said, listen, my company, we travel all the time. And we said, well, why not share with your boss that you have your own travel agency and see if they'll allow you to book that travel. Guess what, y'all? They are allowing him to book the travel for his job. So that's all the hotels that they're getting, the flights, the rental cars, year-round now. We even have some people on our team, guys, that have contracts with oil and gas companies and different churches in their areas. So this is a real business. You get a chance to set up those contracts and be responsible for booking all that travel and earning the commissions. Now, this is one of my leaders on our team, our travel leaders. This is Miss Nona. She is full-time a teacher. So you know she's excited for the summer, right? Why? Because she has several trips to go on, and she have clients that's booking travel with her year-round, but she works this business on a part-time basis. She's even planned some special I Do surprise trips in South Africa. She has some clients that's getting ready to complete their destination wedding in Punta Cana, guys. Over 100 people going on that trip. She was not a travel agent before. In fact, we met on Facebook, okay? So she's actually really, really enjoying this. And she said, you know what? Every time I announce that I help someone plan a special proposal trip, I'm getting these requests now to do that. Maybe I'll just specialize in I Do surprise trips. I thought that was pretty cute. This gentleman, Mr. Don Trey, he's a promoter. He's a graphic designer. He's an online, he helps people market their businesses online. Guys, on his third day of being in the business, he set up this amazing Labor Day cruise. In less than a month, he booked over 200 cabins. Now, you saw over $2,000 in commission on just 20 cabins. So you can imagine what his commission is going to look like for over 200 cabins. And that's how simple this business is. In his first week, guys, he had this cruise booked. So this is pretty awesome. And now we have Miss Ray. Miss Ray already owned a business where she travels globally to share the opportunity of how to be a homeschooler and own a home-based business. She said, wait a minute. I'm already booking conferences all over the world. I'm already traveling all over the world. I need to start my own travel business. And now she's booking those same hotel meetings through herself. And she's getting the travel agent discounts and benefits. And so I was so excited to talk to her on the line when she was just thrilled about her success that she's had in just such a short period of time. She hasn't even been with us for 6 months, so she's doing a great job. Guys, we have real people getting real results. Our #1 travel booker right now is Miss Amanda. She's right here from Texas. She has booked over $1.2 million in travel. That's powerful. It's a $9 trillion industry, so there's a ton of travel to be booked, right? Someone asked me, they said, well, isn't the travel industry saturated? I'm like, the travel industry will never be saturated, right? Guys, look at these. And most of these people are working this business on a very, very part-time basis. And I love this picture. We have men booking travel. We have women booking travel. We have retirees booking travel. We have millennials booking travel. I mean, people of all backgrounds booking travel. So you definitely are in the right place. Now, I want to share with you some of my personal savings because, again, as an insider, guys, you're going to have access to websites. You're going to have access to certain deals and promotions just for travel agents. And so when I first became an agent, I had a business trip to take with my job to Canada. It was a leisure trip. It was a business and pleasure trip. And so we were in Alberta, Canada. When I checked into the Fairmont Banff Springs, I told them, hey, I'm a travel agent. The manager decided to give us a free presidential suite upgrade. Guys, saved over $800 on that upgrade. Now, my company, they always said, hey, we're going to pay for you guys a standard stay. And if we wanted to upgrade our hotels, we would always have to pay out of pocket. So I thought that was pretty awesome. And it was a great experience, y'all. That presidential suite, we were in a hotel inside of a hotel. We had our own check-in and check-out. We had our own private breakfast reception. We had butler service. We had a dinner party every night. It was so awesome. I felt like the travel queen for real. Guys, I was able to rent with Hertz Rental Car a 2017 Infiniti QX80, and I saved over $300. It was less than $30 a day to rent that beautiful SUV. It was all leather interior, sunroof top, heated seats. It was absolutely incredible. Now, what I love about Hertz is that they're actually one of our preferred vendors, y'all. So Hertz already gives travel agents a travel agent discount. Doesn't matter which agency you're with. But Intele travel agents get an additional 20% discount on top of that discount. So needless to say, I'm always running with Hertz now. Guys, me and a business partner, we actually went to Atlanta, Georgia a few months ago, guys. We checked into the JW Marriott Lenox Square Mall location, 4-star hotel, perfectly located in the heart of Atlanta, Georgia. Guys, we saved over $360 on that junior suite. Let me tell you, the front desk reception kept checking her computer. She thought I broke something. She was trying to figure out, how did you guys get that rate? Guys, we pay $89 a night for that suite. Online, it was over $250 a night. So let me just tell you that tonight, as an agent, agent, guys. We're going to show you how you can start saving money on your own travel tonight. Now, we have what we call fam trips, site inspections. This is where you get to learn more, travel more, save more. We also have Intele trips. These trips are customized just for Intele travel agents. Now, familiarization trips, guys, that's what fam means. Familiarization trips, not tips. Sorry about that. It's exclusive to agents. So you will have lists, hundreds to choose from, where you will literally see trips that are priced pennies on a dollar. The purpose of these trips is for you as an agent to come out, learn more firsthand so that you can sell more. You're going to share your experiences, right? You'll post it on Facebook. You'll call your friends and say, oh my God, I'm out here in Tokyo, Japan, and it is absolutely phenomenal, right? And these are amazing trips. They put together great itineraries just for you as the agent. There's also pre-qualifications for some of the trips, guys, but let me tell you, I would say about 85 to 90% of the fam trips, there are no pre-qualifications, which means that you as a brand new agent tonight can already start booking familiarization trips. Now, some of the vendors will say, like Jamaica, for instance, in order to qualify for their fam trips, they require that you book at least 3 trips to Jamaica, right? Anytime you guys see me going hard and heavy on Facebook about a destination is because I need to book the travel to get pre-qualified to go on that fam trip. But again, not all vendors require that. Now, one of our past Intele trips, guys, was last year to Disneyland. This was so awesome. September 17th through the 20th, Disneyland in Anaheim, California invited Intele travel agents to have an exclusive experience, guys. This trip included hotel accommodations for 4 days and 3 nights. It was a 1 day of Intele travel marketing and supplier training, 1 full day in the Disneyland park, 1 full day tour of Anaheim and other popular attractions, guys. They got breakfast daily. There was 1 group lunch and 1 executive dinner with the executives of Disney. Is that not awesome? Guys, there was a studio suite accommodations at Spring Hill Suites also included in this trip. Look at the price. $399 per person. That was for double occupancy. And guess what? People brought people with them. Okay, $399. Now, what's the cool thing about this is that you could have brought someone with you that was not an agent. So here, with these Intele trips and fam trips, guys, they don't always require agent-only trips, okay? Another past Intele trip is the trip that I just completed a couple days ago. We were invited by Club Med in Ixtapa, Mexico, as Intele travel agents to come out. Guys, they included the resort accommodations for 5 nights. It was all-inclusive meals and drinks, on-property activities and water sports. It was 1 day of Intele travel marketing and supplier training. I say 1 day. Really, guys, the training was only 2 hours that day. And then they said, okay, goodbye. Go enjoy the rest of the day. And then we had a day or a half day of Club Med training. Again, it was only about 2 hours, and they said, goodbye, go enjoy yourself. And it was an early in the morning training from like 9 to 10:30, 9 to 11, so we still literally had the rest of the day to ourselves. It included 1 full day at Ixtapa Island excursion where there was snorkeling, got a chance to swim in the beach and eat some amazing fresh seafood, OMG. We had welcome and farewell dinners and receptions. It was awesome. Guys, it was $199 per person, double occupancy. And if you wanted to bring your spouse, best friend, kid, it didn't matter because non-agents were welcomed. So that was really, really awesome to get away for 5 days. I went on a Bahamas mega fam trip. Okay. Now, this is cool. Y'all saw my American Airlines certification earlier, right? Well, I got a phone call directly from American Airlines that says, listen, Travel Queen. And then she's one of my friends on Facebook, too. So you'll definitely want to make friends with these vendors online as well. She says, listen, I know you're booking travel. You're excited about your travel business. I had just lost my full-time job. She says, well, I want to invite you to the Bahamas. Guys, could you imagine my resort accommodations were for 4 days, 3 nights. My round-trip airfare from Houston, Texas was included, all-inclusive meals and drinks on and off the property. Because, you know, most all-inclusive, they're only talking about on their property. But with this Mega Fam trip, they fed us no matter where we went, okay? All my activities were included. That meant we were going to the festivals, we were going to the concerts, VIP passes at that. Guys, daily tours of resorts and properties. So we got a chance to meet the sales managers of these properties. They were very excited to have us on property. We saw low-budget properties. We saw high-end properties, which you, as an agent, you want to see these things because you'll have all types of clients asking you to book their travel. $299 per person total. Now, you see my husband on that Segway thing over there? When I told him I was going to the Bahamas for the second time, because I took this trip twice. The first time to Freeport, Bahamas, and while in Freeport, they said, hey, we want to invite you to come back, but this time we want to take you to Nassau, Bahamas, guys. He says, wait a minute, I want to go on that trip. I said, of course, you got to be an agent. So guess who became an agent? My husband. So you will be able to travel with your spouse on some trips like the Club Med trips that non-agents are welcomed, or your spouse, they're going to see you having so much fun. They will say, hey, listen, I want to be in that travel business with you too. But guys, here's an upcoming Intele trip. In September of this year, we have Carnival Cruise Lines. They says, listen, we want you amazing Intele travel agents aboard our ship. Guys, 4 days to the Bahamas. This includes your cruise costs, port fees and taxes, onboard activities. They're going to have a seminar at sea training. You'll have an Intele travel training. Guys, $199 per person, ocean view. Ocean view. Guys, and listen to this, $299 per person, balcony view. Now, again, you're going to have access to several trips like this throughout the year. So you don't have to worry about these types of things running out. But let me tell you, as an agent, you will also have access to agent rates. So if you decide that you want to go visit a property, I'm going to teach you in a training tonight after you get started how you can set up your own trips to go out and check out these destinations for literally pennies on a dollar. And now I'm going to be quiet for a little bit. I have one of my very, very good friends and travel business partners on the line, Miss Kyra Harris. She's been chatting in the chat group right there, helping you guys out. But guys, Kyra Harris is not just an Aruba specialist, but just for the sake of tonight's presentation, I listed her here as our Aruba specialist. And she works this business on a very, very part-time basis. I cannot keep up with all the travel Miss Kyra Harris is going on. When we first met online, she said, listen, I get to travel twice a year. Now you're going to hear from Miss Kyra Harris and hear how she gets to travel more like twice a month now owning this business. Miss Harris, welcome to the line. I have here some examples, just a few examples of your trips that you were able to take with Aruba, and I know the listeners are all ears. Take it away.
Yes, thank you so much. Hello, everyone. As you see right now, I love to classify myself now as the Aruba specialist. Actually, the first time I visited was last year. My sister wanted to go to Aruba for her birthday. I had just joined the business, and I looked at this as the perfect opportunity to, earn my first booking. But I didn't realize that I am now a travel agent. So for me, I now could book at a discounted rate as a travel agent. So I went online and I took one of those free certifications, as you saw. her mentioned earlier, and guess what? I became a Aruba certified specialist. I qualified for massive rates off. Okay, I was so excited. So my first trip to Aruba, I only paid $145. My sister had two of her other friends that accommodated us. Guess what? They came, they accompanied us, my apologies, and they came, we had a good time. They got 50% off of all of their excursions. They basically we stayed at two 5-star hotels. We stayed at the JW Marriott and Suites Villas, and we also stayed at the Renaissance. So we were really excited about that, and, you know, she had a great time for her birthday. But in December, I got another email from the Aruba Certified Aruba Tourism Board requesting me to come back, but this time to learn how to properly sell Aruba travel tourism. Ladies and gentlemen, they flew me out. I had all of my accommodations, hotel accommodations, activities, dinner, lunch, breakfast, everything you could think of. And this time I only paid $125. I was so excited. I met such amazing people. And actually, I recently went to an event in Houston. One of the chefs came down, and the tourism board invited me again to attend a wine and food event that was showcasing one of the particular chef that's in Aruba, and we had an awesome time. So if you ever go to Aruba, go and eat at Screaming Eagle. I definitely promote them and highly recommend them. But it's just one of the many ventures of what we have over here. And guess what? You're not just limited to just this. It's so much more. We sell the world. Back to you, Mrs. Thornton-Bush.
Oh, thank you, Kyra. That is so awesome. So, yeah, guys, she mentioned getting those invitations. We eat well as agents, so you will definitely get free invitations to have lunch, to have dinner, where they are just wanting some of your time, and they feed you well, like steak and lobster. I mean, they feed you really, really well so that they can tell you about their products and services. And it's also a great networking opportunity. So I know some of you are saying right now, I am going to be an Aruba certified expert, right? And so we have on the line my friend and business partner. She is one of my top travel bookers on my team anyway. She's awesome. Her name is Miss Crystal Armstrong, and I have her quote, "Get crystallized." Miss Crystal works this business on a part-time basis, seemed like full-time. We were actually in Ixtapa, Mexico last week together. She's getting ready to go to Jamaica in just a couple of days for her birthday. This month is her birthday, and I don't think she's stopping in Jamaica. She got some amazing trips going on. So, Miss Crystal, I made sure to indicate that you are a luxury vacation specialist. You actually was invited by some of your clients to travel with them, I think you said to Africa, to help them plan their trip. But I'm sharing some of your amazing pictures. I know you're on the phone. You're celebrating Father's Day with your grandfather. But I absolutely had to have you on this evening so you could share your Intele travel experience with all of our viewers tonight. Take it away, Ms. Armstrong.
Well, good evening and hello, everyone. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers who are on the line and to those who are celebrating their fathers. Thank you, Ms. LaVonda Thornton-Bush, for having me on the call this evening. You guys, I am very excited. My adrenaline has been running high since I landed back from Ixtapa on Thursday evening and back in Dallas on Friday morning. I've been going nonstop. I have 2 suitcases out, unpacking Ixtapa and repacking for Jamaica. So it's been a very interesting 24 hours for me, but I'm excited. As Mrs. Thornton-Bush shared with you, we did just get back from Ixtapa, Mexico, which was amazing. It's a beautiful, beautiful city, and the beaches are lovely. Even in the rain, it was amazing. And you know a place is nice if you can still enjoy it in the rain. But what I absolutely have loved about this travel business are the opportunities for greater exposure. I was already traveling, but now I'm traveling to places that I never heard of before. Just a year ago, I discovered Ixtapa, Zahualtenejo, Mexico, and then 1 year later, I was flying there. And so I'm just excited about that and loving that it was a great opportunity for me. I have and growing together. So it's been really awesome. And the beauty about this business is that you can work it from anywhere. I literally met a lady on the plane who was flying back to Houston and who was interested in learning more about the business. And so we talked on the flight, and I shared with her about the business, and she told me that I booked this entire trip for my family, and I booked all of our vacations. She shared about some of the upcoming travels that they have, and she said, and, I never get one dime, and sometimes they even complain about the room categories I've chosen for them. So I shared with her about the business, and she was so excited. She's looking into it. She's getting ready to find out more information and possibly join us. And so people are going through exactly what she's going through. You're planning family vacations, you're planning friends, getaways, and you are being overworked and not paid, not underpaid, but overworked and not paid at all. And so this is an awesome opportunity to learn more about how to enhance your travel business, how to enhance your personal travels, and just how to gain greater exposure. And so that is what I have absolutely loved about this business, in addition to being able to earn income from anywhere. So I'm traveling to Jamaica tomorrow to celebrate my birthday, and I'll still be working while I'm there because people will be contacting me about upcoming trips. People that I meet will be asking me about the business, and I never put my business on pause because I actually love what I do, so I don't need to take a vacation from it. That's what is awesome about this. A lot of times people go on vacation, and they want to disconnect from work. They leave their laptops, their iPads, they turn off their work emails with an out-of-office notification. But I don't have to do any of those things because I love talking about my business. I love sharing this amazing experience and opportunity with people that I meet as well as with people that I already know. And so I'm just looking forward to my upcoming travels to continue to help my friends and family and new people that I meet book and save on their travel, and also to help others who are interested in building their travel business. And so I'm able to help people as well as personally benefit, and I think that that is an amazing partnership. So back to you, Mrs. LaVonda Thorne-Bush.
Oh, thank you, Miss Crystal. I know everyone's ready to get crystallized. She is out and about with her family, and that's another thing that I love about this business is you can take it with you wherever you go. So thank you so much for that, Miss Crystal. Guys, you are going to be able to get noticed and market and share your business immediately. People are always saying, how do I get the word out about my business? I'm like, the way you get the word out about everything, right? So the people that you already know that travel, you then will say, listen, I just started my own travel agency. Book all your travel with me, and now you will get paid, right? So you have emails, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all these amazing tools. And again, we're going to help you and train you even on how to market and sell. And another cool thing about these vendors, guys, is they're going to give you free brochures, marketing tools. They even have scripts on how to sell these properties. And so there is like a no-lose with this amazing business. Now, here's the deal. You heard us talking about team, right? Well, Intele Travel is not a multi-level marketing company. And I wanted to make sure to highlight that tonight because there's a lot of confusion. There is another company, Planet Marketing, that if you partnered with that company, you then have the option to sell the travel business. But guys, when you partner only with Intele Travel, you are not recruiting. It is solely booking travel. So just for some of those, people have said, when I posted that on my Facebook, they're like, what is an MLM? Guys, MLM stands for multi-level marketing. That's when you're compensated for recruiting, and there's a hierarchy of distributors and compensation. So some companies that's an MLM are like Mary Kay, Avon, World Ventures. There are several of them out there. Amway. There's a ton of them out there, right? So here's some facts about MLMs because some people are just confused. Some people just really don't know or understand. But there is a product to sell, right? So you're compensated for the sales. There's usually quotas or requirements that you have to meet. There's compensation paid when you recruit other people. So when you add people to your team, when you get them on board to sell what you're selling or to do what you're doing, right? MLMs is not a scheme. It's not illegal. There's a lot of companies that have been sued or shut down, but that's because they were doing things the wrong way. There are laws in place for these companies to protect people. So I definitely don't want you to think just because IntelliTravel is not an MLM that MLMs are bad, but it's not an illegal form of business. In fact, a scheme is when there's not a product or service to sell and there's only compensation for recruiting people. That's when you get nervous, okay? Guys, a business model, MLMs have become like the most popular business model for home-based businesses. So you'll see where people are saying, join me or buy from me, right? Again, IntelliTravel does not even have a recruiting component. When you partner with IntelliTravel, you are solely selling travel, guys, only. You are paid travel commission. So you book travel, you get paid. There's not an option to recruit. So I really, really wanted to lay that out for all of you. Now, let's talk about getting started. Before I do that, I want to know how many of you are still excited. I know you guys are. I'm looking at this chat, and I'm like, oh, my God. We have a ton of people tuning in, and, oh, yeah, I see excited. People are still excited. That's awesome. You guys are still on. Thank you, thank you. This is an awesome time, and I'll just tell you that when I first got started or was looking at this information like you, I was ready to hear that it was going to cost thousands and thousands of dollars. First and foremost, guys, to get started and own your very own home-based travel agency. It's a one-time enrollment of $179.95, guys. There's a monthly fee. Now, the monthly fee doesn't kick in until after 30 days. So today is the 18th. So the 18th of every month, $39.95 is your only overhead to cover your entire business. Y'all, you're going to get your ongoing training and support. This includes all your credentials. So you'll have your IATA, your CLIA, you'll have your ARC, that's your airline reporting commission, your cruise line, international association credential. Guys, you'll have everything that you need tonight as soon as you get started. You'll have the VIP travel rates. You'll get your payment portal, all that amazing stuff, and your personalized booking engine, all for one time, $179.95. Now, there are some guarantees, guys. In fact, we have 3 guarantees. Most businesses, all they guarantee is that when you get started, you get something. They don't guarantee you your profits. They don't stick around and help you, and that's what I love about IntelliTravel. Because, for one, you're going to have a 100% best travel price guarantee. Some people are like, man, if my friends and family start booking travel with me, or why would my friends and family book travel with me? If they find a better rate, can I help them? Am I going to be able to offer them the best deal? Guys, 100% best travel price guarantee. So you will literally be able to meet or beat your competitor pricing. In fact, IntelliTravel says if they can't help you do that, they're going to guarantee 110% of the difference paid to your client. So that's a pretty strong guarantee. Also, you'll have 30 days to try out this business. Now, beforehand, I've heard of so many opportunities, right? They're like, oh, get started, pay your money. If you don't make any money, that's up to you. Guys, IntelliTravel is saying 30 days, that's a long time to figure out if this business is right for you or not. And if not, you get 100% of your money back. So 30 days to figure out if this is something you can do part-time. You can take a look and act like you're booking a trip, book a trip for real. I mean, you can do a lot with this business in 30 days. There's also a 100% 12-month risk-free profit guarantee. Some people are saying, wait a minute, I need to stick around for a whole year. Well, if you stick around for an entire 12-month period, guys, if you haven't earned more or saved more than you've invested, the company is going to refund you the difference. Those are 3 very, very powerful guarantees, and that's another reason why IntelliTravel is an A+ rated company on the Better Business Bureau. Why? Because nobody had anything to complain about, right? So here is how you get started. You can submit your application right now. Guys, go to maketravelyourbusiness.com. Remember that website? I gave it to you a couple times. What you're going to do is go on that website, and you're going to see an option to submit your application. You're going to click on that link, and you will complete all the information that it's requesting, complete all the info that you see there for Intele Travel. Enter the person who invited you to tonight's webinar, okay? So if you saw this advertisement on Facebook, you're going to have to go back to Facebook and get the name of the person who posted the advertisement, okay? If you got a text message, a phone call, if you just happen to see this online, guys, find out who is the person that actually got you here, because your application will not be accepted without the referral's name, okay, period. So you will definitely have to make sure you are putting the right person's information on here. And if you're unsure, just go back to the person or post who invited you. So make sure you get back to the person who invited you and say, listen, I'm tuning in. I'm getting started right now. You definitely want to make sure you do that, guys. Again, it's maketravelyourbusiness.com. I made the link real simple, right, for you to remember. Maketravelyourbusiness.com. Submit your application. Enter the person who invited you to tonight's webinar, and we are going to help you out tonight. You're going to get 2 emails, guys. The first email you get is your Intele Travel Agent PIN number and password. So as soon as you get that, you will be able to log in, and you will be able to start booking travel, checking out your travel agent rates, and start learning immediately. But I am throwing in something very special for everyone who gets started tonight. You're going to get a welcome to the team getting started video. So literally, I'm going to share some very special codes that you can use for your agent hotel, some tips on how you can get agent rates for airfare, and even cruise information. So we know there's different travelers out there. Some people say, oh, I love all-inclusive. I love cruises. I don't fly. I only drive. I hate driving. I only fly, right? So we know that happens. So you'll get all the information tonight, guys, as soon as you get started. And, again, that's a free quick start training so you can learn tonight. But I want to know right now how many of you in the chat are getting started. And I know that some of you may have some questions. So in the chat, I want to know, I'm getting started. If you have questions, post those questions. We're going to take the next few minutes and get those questions answered, because I have a very, very, very special giveaway for those of you who are looking to get started. Sounds great, excited, lit. Oh, look at y'all. Y'all are really, really excited about this. So I want to know who's getting started, who has questions. I know I really tried to make this a very detailed presentation to get those questions answered. Do we contact the supplier to get the certification? That is a very good question. You're actually going to have access to a website like travelagentacademy.com and travelagentuniversity.com, and those vendors are linked on the website. So you will actually get your certifications immediately after you have finished the training, okay? So you do not have to contact the suppliers. You will be on their email list, and this is just super, super excited. Let's see, we have another question. This is exciting, excuse me. Okay, Justice is getting started. When she have the funds available, congratulations to you. I was invited to this webinar, but I started Sunday. Is it possible to get the email with the code still? Absolutely. We will get that over to you, Ms. Shay. And congratulations on being an agent. Y'all, if this was helpful and you're already in the business, let me know. Give me a shout out. Let me know. This is a brand new presentation. I've done this presentation for the very, very first time. I wanted to make sure that I gave all the right info. And so, Ms. Joe, log in to your Intele Travel website. So, and go to the education link. Okay, and you will see how you will get all of your training for the various vendors. So click on your education link, and that's how you get it immediately. All right. Well, thank you guys so much now for your special giveaway for our brand new agents who are looking to get started. I'm glad this is very helpful. So for all the agents who get started with us tonight, ta-da, you get a free 3-day, 2-night vacation package for two. It's actually the hotel accommodations, guys. I love having this promotion available. It's an incentive that we are able to provide to all of our agents, guys. Your free giveaway. So you can pick domestically, Florida, Vegas, Missouri. There's actually over 30 to choose from. Or you can go international. They have Mexico here. They have where else? Canada, the Virgin Islands. So you can get away here, and it's free. So don't worry about paying for your hotels. They do give an option if you want to add a day or two, a night or two. They have some discounted rates there for you to do that. But this is for the people who get started tonight. Okay, so get your application submitted. I'm already seeing people are submitting their emails. And let me just say this, guys. If someone invited you personally, get back to them to make sure that they are able to get that information to you on getting started. So for those of you who get started tonight, look for those 2 emails. I want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in. The webinar is officially over, ladies and gents. I have my contact information there. If you have any questions, feel free to call, email, onlinetravelfun@gmail.com. I am LaVonda Thornton Bush, the travel queen out of Houston, Texas, and I want to thank you so much for your time. We will have a recording of this webinar for those of you who are interested. Just email me or contact me on Facebook and let me know. But thank you so much, everyone, and have a great rest of your day.